as the public closely watches this ongoing battle between Air Canada and the union that represents flight attendants. Many are taking sides, and in the court of public opinion, one recent poll shows who's coming out on top.
And what we're seeing on the Air Canada side is half of Canadians saying that their opinion has worsened of Air Canada since the start of this dispute. So right now it stands that Canadians have more sympathy towards flight attendants, but perhaps that could change as the strike goes on.
In a recent poll by the Angus Reid Institute, which recorded the opinion of 1,500 Canadians, majority of Canadians are calling on the airline to compensate flight attendants for all aspects of their work, siding with workers in their ground pay dispute with Air Canada.
I think it's silly. I think they should be paid more.
I support them, right? Like worker rights.
And they should be paid for work that they do, 100%.
CUPE and the flight attendants have done what is really a years-long campaign preparing for this moment and educating the public about the unpaid ground time. And this is something that's resonating.
But as the federal government forces flight attendants back to work in a power play move, criticism brews.
And I think Air Canada has had a strategy for too many years, and other employers as well, of holding off on bargaining in a serious way because they know they have back to work legislation, or in this case, Section 107 of the Canada Labour Code, in their back pocket when they appeal to governments to intervene.
Last parliamentary session, both the Conservatives and the NDP introduced bills that would have changed the Labour Code to ensure flight attendants are paid for pre- and post-flight duties. However, both bills were not passed when the House was dissolved earlier this year, and experts say it'll be interesting to watch over the next couple of days how heavy-handed Prime Minister Carney is going to be with flight attendants.
Will they start issuing fines for defying the back-to-work order? Will they threaten to imprison labor leaders, which Canada has done in the past? This is where I think Prime Minister Carney is going to try to maybe use this to set the tone, and we'll see how he's going to deal with public relations and labor relations in the future, not only with flight attendants, but with postal workers who have still not resolved their issues, and with broader public service, especially if we get into cuts and layoffs in the near future.
In Toronto, Rhianne Campbell, City News.